Welcome back to the program. Now, Sunday, October 11th, marked the International Day of the Girl Child. It's a day set aside by the United Nations to celebrate the girl child with the aim of empowering women, providing more opportunity for girls, and increasing the awareness of gender inequality faced by girls. This year's theme is My Voice, Our Equal Future. Now, we have joining us in the studio a girl child advocate, Peace Ojiaka, who also is an author. Thank you so much, Peace, for speaking and joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Chuma.
Well, first of all, what do you think is Nigeria's stance on the significance of celebrating the girl child?
The girl child is a very powerful theme. The girl child education is not really is much relegated in Nigeria. It has not been given its importance, its significance. That's what I think.
So what do you there are measures that you'd say are in place. What measures do you think should be in place to protect the girl child? Because there's so many vices that are against the girl child.
I'll firstly say that there should be new policies that allow girls to speak up every day, not just an annual it's not just like an annual program. It should allow us to speak every day on what happens to us. Every day should not just be an annual something that happens. We should speak up every day.
Now, by what do you mean by the things that happen to girls? What exactly are those?
Like our educations. Most time girls many girls face challenges, face a lot of challenges. So the girl child, we need to speak up every day because many of them, their voices are hidden inside because there's no word, because they just feel like there's no need talking about it. But if there are policies that the girl child should speak up every day and you know that the government is going to listen to them, I'm sure that will be able to improve the vices.
Now, you are a young girl, just 17, and you're yet to achieve a lot. You wrote your first book at the age of 13, and you're currently studying mechanical engineering at the university. So what advice do you have, for less privileged girls in Nigeria who are struggling to survive and, also want to achieve their dreams?
My advice to them is that they should be contented with what they have. No matter their family background or whatever is going on, whatever challenges they're passing through, they should be contented. They should know that they are originals. They were born into this world original. They should not be a copy. You should not, because of you see that your friends are doing other things, like popularly you see somebody owning iPhone 11X now, so you want to own iPhone 11X. You should be contented. You know that your background, you cannot be able to afford such things, because when you're looking at such kind of things, you want to make you to commit yourself into illegal actions, because you have to be contented. You have to content with what you have, because if you're not contented, you could get yourself involved with other illegal actions. And I also like to advise parents that they should encourage their children education. They should be attentive. They should listen to them. They should not just hide their voices down, because many times the children will love to express our feelings, express ourselves to them, but maybe their mood, whatever they are doing could hinder their voices. So the parents should also pay attention to their children's education and their well-being.
All right, then. So your main message is be contented to the girls.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Peace Ojiaka, a girl child advocate. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, a lover and collector of vintage telephones, 65-year-old Hassan Al-Turki still uses his 1828 wooden box telephone for communication. It's just one out of a large collection in his Cairo repair shop at a time when people are glued to their high-tech pocket-sized phones. Take a look.
Vintage phone collector Hassan Al-Turki may be one of the few people in the modern age of microchips and video calls not walking around with a mobile phone in his pocket. Friends and relatives of the 65-year-old owner of a repair shop can instead reach him on his 1828 wooden box telephone, which he has in his living room, one of several vintage phones he owns.
These are the telephones that were left by my dad. He loves them, and I love them too, and I keep them.
Winding up one from his collection, Al-Turki places a call while sitting in his armchair, an image reminiscent of the early 20th century. In the busy Ataba market in downtown Cairo, Al-Turki's collection includes a 1933 piece used by Egypt's late King Farouk with his image on it, and others once owned by Charlie Chaplin, Thomas Hudson, and Egyptian and foreign celebrities.
This is King Farouk's telephone, dating back to 1933. It is specifically used in the royal court.
He buys pieces from auctions or collects those discarded in old palaces and villas, restoring them to working condition for other enthusiasts.
This is my profession. My fathers and my grandfathers. I inherited it from them. I love it because it is what we are good at. It's really not about the money. I cannot abandon the thing that I grew up being attached to and loved.
He and his sons, who often help out at the shop, say they cannot part with much of the history they are surrounded by. Al-Turki sells some of the pieces and keeps others he intends to pass on to his sons.
Finally on the program, what you see as waste is what a creative Nigerian is turning into art. The 31-year-old artist sources her materials from fashion houses that discard Ankara pieces as waste. She says the fabric layered together on canvas represents the diverse emotions of women.
One man's trash is Marcelina Akpojoto's craft. Here she is at the tailor's shop picking discarded fabric that ordinarily would have ended up in the bin. The 31-year-old Lagos-based artist creates portraits using discarded pieces of Ankara fabric, a brightly colored Nigerian-style cloth that is popular in the country.
Art materials are quite expensive. If you don't have some money, you can't get some certain materials. But this fabric were just lying around me, so I started using them to create jewelries. From there, I was also doing drawing. From there, I just questioned myself that I could push what I was doing further. So I started using the Ankara to make faces.
Akpojoto's work effectively combines art and fashion on canvas, complemented with acrylic paint. A sketch of a woman in profile comes to life as she carefully adheres patterned fabrics to fill out her skin, lips, and clothing. A child playing, her thumb picked out in bright swatches, casts a shadow on another canvas.
Fabric makes my work unique because it's an identifier. When you see it, it pulls you in. You have there's a common ground between you and the work because it's fabric. It's something that you're familiar with.
Her works have sold for as much as $25,000. Kehinde Afolabi, Associate Director of Relay Gallery, found the artist on social media and was quick to feature her pieces.
At first, when you look at it, you don't see that it's discarded fabrics. But as soon as you come closer, you see that it's different colors, shapes from different types of discarded fabric that she's using. So that's one thing that stands out for them also. It's mind-blowing how somebody can take waste and create and make something out of it.
With her creativity, Akpojoto is also saving the environment.
Sometimes these tailors are likely to just burn them or throw them into the running waters. But because I go there and they have someone who collects them, so they're also keeping it and the environment is safe. Instead of throwing them away, I'm repurposing them.
She has sold over 100 art pieces to Relay Gallery and hopes to explore other art mediums in coming years.
And that's where we end the program today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Layo Adegoke.